What's up everyone, it's Kamakazi here today, and today I'm going to be talking about what I think could be improved in Warbots. These are just kind of a couple of decisions, a couple of things I think could be improved, because at the end of the day, like I've said before, there are so many others, there's so many more, I have so many ideas, and these are just a couple, guys. So, these come from everywhere. These are areas maybe little small fixes and huge fixes that need to be fixed. Things that have been said many times and things that haven't really been said too much. So I'm going to be here and I'm going to be talking about this, so let's get into it. So my first one is a way to get gold, and this is a huge part of the economy right now. The economy is at the best it's been in probably, I'd say, a year. And, with pilots it definitely went down a little bit, but, it's gotten better, I think. One of the major issues currently is the gold shortage. It is at unbelievable, the extent of this shortage is insane, because no one has enough gold, no one has really great ways to get gold quick, and that's the fact. You used to be able to farm a lot of gold, but now that's kind of gone away, and with these, there are a lot of things in Warbots that are just sucking your gold. I spent about 7,000 gold on modules, and you know what? That was not even that much compared to other players. In order to max out modules, it's going to cost you upwards of 50, 60,000 gold. That's a ballpark, but it's a lot of gold. And then if you want to max out all your modules, it's going to cost you, for 5 last stands, it's going to cost you around 25,000 gold. So you can put last stands on all 5 of your robots. And then if you want your not repair kits, if you want your heavy armor kits and thermo nukes, well, if all of your robots have 3 slots, well, then the other 2, it's going to cost you an extra 50,000 gold just to get your thermo nukes and heavy armor kits. So that's 75,000 gold for modules, 50 to 60,000 for pilots, and then we have boosters, which if you're running resource boosters, it's going to cost you hundreds of gold an hour. If you're running just regular kind of attack boosters and stuff like that, it's still going to cost you a decent amount of gold. At the end of the day, no one has enough gold, not even pay-to-win players. So, I think there needs to be another way to earn gold, or they need to kind of strengthen how we get gold currently. Because, this gold, I saved up, I think, about 5,000 gold in a month. So if it's going to cost us that much gold just to max out everything, I'm going to be here for a long, long time trying to upgrade things. So, definitely working on that would be insane, because, and I think this is an example of how bad the gold shortage is that clan, you can increase the size of your clan with gold. So, my clan, we're a new clan because our old clan disbanded and stuff, and it's a long story, but, we're trying to get some extra slots, so people are donating a lot of gold, and, that's insane. But at the end of the day, they are running out of gold, guys, because they don't have enough gold to do all this stuff. So, we need to find another way to make gold, because this system right now just doesn't work, because it takes an impossibly long amount of time to get gold, and even buying gold, people don't have bottomless wallets for the most part. So, even wallet warriors, they are having trouble getting the gold. So, I think there needs to be another way to earn gold. Okay, next, rebalancing. Another huge thing that has been talked about many times is rebalancing. Oh my god, their balance right now is pretty bad, and it's not only how the balance currently is, but how the balance changes. Pixonic has this funny way of changing up things and making it so the metas change every couple of months, and players have to spend hundreds of dollars in order to stay in the meta. And if they don't, they're going to fall out of it, and that's really hard. Because, the meta changes every couple of months. It's not just that Ares and Aljun currently are the OP bots. It's that, in a couple of months they aren't. And I'm all for a nerf for the Ares, all for a nerf for Aljun, but I know that something more OP is just going to come and replace it, And that really sucks. We had the Spectre meta for a while, and then, they change it. And then it was Hellburner meta. They change it, Ares, and then now Aljun coming into the picture. So, it changes very quickly, and people have to destroy and rebuild their entire hangar just to kind of keep in meta. And that's the way that Pixonic does. They do this obviously to make money. It's a fact, guys. Pixonic is doing this stuff to make money, and that's because, you know, they need to make money, guys. So I think there needs to be other ways to make money, for them to make money. And I have an idea, or ideas. I have 2 ideas on how they can make money, other than pay to win, because Pixonic has what we call tunnel vision. Yeah, you guys, we know what tunnel vision is, when you are in the battle and you're just focusing on one enemy, and you're not looking at all the other options that you have. You're just focusing on that one thing. And I feel like that's what Pixonic has right now. They're focusing on the pay to win. They're like, this is the only way that we can make money. And I don't think that's correct. A lot of people say, you know, you can make money just off of skins, and I don't believe that that's a way that Pixonic could actually make money. This is, for the most part, a mobile game, and I don't think that many players are going to pay money for skins. So, you know, I think the way that they can make money is merchandise. Think about it, guys. The opportunity. I made a video before where I talked about Warabot's merch and why I think it should come to the game. But, like, isn't that a pretty cool idea? Like, having a model of, like, your hanger. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, like, I would love if Pixonic made merch and I could, like build your own bot, like freaking Build-A-Bear, but with Warabots. Oh, that'd be awesome. And I could buy my Hellburner Ansile ECU that I love. It's basically the Kamakazi of Warabots, you know? And I could buy that. I would do it, you know? I don't care if it's 30, 40 bucks. I would buy it, because why not? You know, that's the idea. I think that merchandise would be an interesting way to make money in the game. And I don't think going into retail would be the idea. I think it would be more online. But I think a lot of players today would buy it. And it's a win-win. You know, think about it, guys. Not only is Pixonic getting your $30, $40 for maybe a t-shirt, maybe a model, whatever, you know, they want to sell. They're also, when you're walking around with your t-shirt, or someone, like you have a visitor in your house, and they see that model and they ask you about it, they're going to get curious and probably download the game and look into it, which is pretty cool. So I'd like to see merchandise, and I mean, like, that'd be an epic thing, you know? And that's a way to make money, so that Pixonic, they would always have to supplement with pay to win, like supplement their profits with pay to win. You know, that's a fact, basically. I've come to accept that the game is always going to be pay to win. But, you know, it's how pay to win it is right now, because that's all that they focus on is pay to win. That's how they think it's the only way to make money, and I don't think it is. Another way is tournaments. We have seen very, like, high-end Warabots players coming into the battlefield, and they are some of the most unbelievably, like, skilled, most competitive players out there, that they are willing to spend hundreds of dollars just to be at the top. You know, they are competitive people. They are going to, like, do whatever they can to be the top, the best of the best. So I would like to see tournaments. Maybe something with a $5 entry fee where you can just pay $5 and then be in a clan battle tournament. We saw that with the Adrian Cup. Now, of course, that was free, but, like, that was a huge success. And I think Pixonic needs to add, like, a game mode, like tournaments with clan battles, maybe, like, just your own hangar, whatever. Very competitive Warabots with pretty cool prizes. Like, maybe if you win, if you get first place out of 10,000 people, well, you get like 100,000 gold. That'd be so cool. I would enter in that, and I'm a free-to-play player. If they made that, I would enter in it. Now, of course, I'm in the strike right now, so I wouldn't pay, but, you know, if I were. Okay, next up, a better way to aim in Warabots. Currently, we have this way where it's only like you aim on the X-axis. When you are turning, there's no way to kind of turn up or turn down. And I kind of like that system because it's really easy for a mobile game. It's very easy to aim, unlike when you're playing PUBG where you're kind of like spazzing out and stuff. It's very easy to aim that way. But the issue is that when you're on like Yamato or whatever, and someone's at center beacon on top and someone's on bottom, the aim is aiming at the person on the bottom almost always. And when you're trying to fight someone on the top, it gets really annoying. So maybe a way to just like tap on the player that you want to like shoot at, and then suddenly, you know, you're targeting that person. Just some way to manually do that would be insane. I would love that. Also, I think, you know, just being able to, like, oh my goodness, My mind just went blank, guys. But being able to, you know, just make your system, make the... How do I explain this, guys? My mind is going blank on how I can explain this. But being able to customize your controls. Yeah, there we go. So, like, being able to put where I want to put the modules button, the module activation button, being able to put it wherever I want, rather than just in that one place. Because I know there are a lot of people, I don't do this, but they accidentally tap on the modules button and it costs them thousands of power cells because they keep on doing it accidentally. And they can't help that. If you would be able to, like, move that to where you want it to, I would love that. And currently, Pixonic does not have that customizability in the game right now. A lot of times on the Steam platform, like, there are some issues with how small the icon for firing is and stuff like that. And it's weird, but, you know, that's just one way I think that we can make firing, aiming, shooting, whatever, better in War Robots, because the controls right now are very good, and they enrage me a lot. So, also, report button. Yeah, I think this is a huge thing, not only for, like, hacking and cheating, but honestly, safety. Safety, I think, is key, because a lot of people get angry about hacking and cheating in the game. When you have a hacker on the other team, it's one of the worst feelings ever, because you know that you're going to lose, because the freaking Stalker is just, with Arbalest, is completely destroying everybody in one shot and makes no sense. But, you know, there are cases of sexual predators coming out and doing really, really bad stuff. There are things about, you know, the sexual harassment and stuff that, like, happens in the real world is happening in War Robots. So, you know, they need to take care of that. There needs to be a way to report someone and, like, send that to Pixonic and get them to ban that player, because currently on Android there's been a lot of things going on currently. There was someone that evidently was beaten to death off of War Robots. I'm not even joking, guys. He was, like, it's a long story, and I don't feel like explaining it too much, but basically someone lured him out and beat him to death over War Robots. Like, that's insane. That is sick. And the police investigated it, but I think Pixonic, there needs to be a way to report stuff like this, so that lives are saved. You know? When stuff like that is happening, that's a major indicator that you need to make a report button, a way to report this. Okay. Also, better prices. Oh my goodness, guys. Pixonic has improved with this also. I've seen a lot of $5 deals for bots, which is so much better. And it used to be like $300 for a dash bot, which is unbelievable. So it's definitely gotten better, but again, at the end of the day, when an Ares is $100, that's still insane. That's insane. I saw a deal, and, you know, it was like 50% off or something. I don't know what it was. It was some amount of percent off for a Marquise. A light weapon was $33. Like, what? $33? You know, you can buy so much ramen with that. You can buy, what, 30-something cans of ramen. Like, that's a meal for a month, instead of buying a Marquise. It's insane. The prices like that need to be, like, taken down. And $100 for an Ares, that is awful. $100 for an Ares. And all to think, you know, in a couple of months, the Ares is going to get nerfed and it's no longer going to be in meta and stuff. You know, that is unbelievable. You're spending a large portion of money on a mobile game. God. And it enrages so many players, and only the top players can actually afford any of this stuff. And eventually they just say, screw it, I'm done, because they are done spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on this game. They just quit, because they don't want to spend that kind of money. Next up, better matchmaking. Now, this is something that is hopefully in the coming months going to be improved, because they were talking about cross-platform, and I can't wait. Cross-platform, for those of you that do not know, means that basically Android and iOS can play together. That is something that has not happened before, and we really need it because, you know, it is really bad right now. In Champion League, I'm going up against Master 3 players. Master 3. That is like 1,000 trophies lower than Champion League. And you're playing against these players. They don't stand a chance. You know? And then there are players all the way at the top that are like 10 times better than me. Like they have the full MK2. They already have maxed out pilots, and they're going up against Master 3 players. I remember when I was in Master 3 player. I was a Master League 3 player, and I actually started going up against some of these guys, and I was like, what? Oh my god, it was unbelievable. Next up, new game modes. Oh my goodness. So, I think the game modes currently are, there's 3 game modes. And then sometimes you have skirmish and arena come around. But other than that, there's just 3 game modes. And I do only Beacon Rush. It can get pretty boring just to do 3 game modes. 3. I hope that they add in some new kind of creative game modes, and also some of these temporary limited time modes like skirmishes and arena. I think they need to reinforce that a little bit to give us some more creative ways to play, so it's not always boring. So I can't say the whereabouts is boring, but you know, to make it more interesting, I guess. Now, keys/black market improvements need to be made. So I'll give you guys an example of an issue I had with the black market. So I was grinding for a super chest, and I was really excited and stuff, and I was like, let's go, free bot. And it was like I had 1 day left. So I was grinding up a storm, because if I didn't, you know, I wouldn't get that super chest, and that would suck, you know. So I was grinding, and I was making making decent progress for like the past week. And so I had like 1 day left, and there was little tiny sliver. It was very little, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And I was grinding, and that sliver just didn't move on the little screen. I'm like, oh my god, come on. So, you know, I would play, and an hour had passed or so, and I was still watching my ads. I was running full max key boosters, 200% extra keys, and I was watching all my ads for free chests. And it was just like, it was not budging. Eventually, I did finally get the super chest, but it's not linear, for those of you that don't know. And I learned that the hard way. Like, you may think that when you're halfway through, when that bar is halfway, that, you know, it's halfway. It's not, guys. I'm here to tell you, it is not. Halfway on that bar is, like, probably a third. Because the last half is going to get, like, really, really hard. Really hard to finish. God, that was the most annoying thing. Not only that, it's like when you are running in the chest, the chances are really out of whack. Like, one of the chances is, like, your chance of getting a bot in the gold chest is like 1%. That's insane. When you're grinding so much for a gold chest, I think the chance should be a little bit more. A little bit is an understatement. A lot more. And bronze chest is like major. It's just so off. Like, I can go 10, I can like run it 10 times and just get silver and silver and silver. And then silver chest, I don't really run anymore, but I know that it used to be out of whack. It probably still is. So they really need to look into that, because I know that is just a very unfair scheme that they're doing right there, and it's really annoying. It's really kind of a dirty way to get players to gamble, basically. Now, they need to keep us informed. And as I've said before about the matchmaking, about the combined servers, the thing was that we had been like angry about that for months and months and months and months, because we always wanted kind of like these combined servers and stuff. And it sounded like what he was saying was that they had been working on it for a while, and they just tell us now, you know, months upon months after like getting so angry about it, and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we've been working on it all along. Like, why don't you, like, tell us this, you know? But they don't. And it's like, even on the test server, it's like, they tell us a couple days before the test server is on. Like, pilots, they told us a few days before the test server started. And then a month later, bam, it's on the live server. It's, like, so quick. It's unbelievable. No one has any time to, prepare anybody. And we just get angry, like, when there are issues in the game, and then it's, like, they've been working on it all along, and then they just tell us, like, right after the like update has passed or whatever. Like, for the event, let me give you an example. The 5-year anniversary event, there was 25% less silver for all upgrades. They told us like that, like I'm pretty sure 2-3 days before the event actually started. I was like, oh my god. So they definitely don't keep us informed with any of that stuff. And the last one is workshop conversion. This was something that, like, when it came out, it was on everyone's minds. Everyone was like, yes, let's go, component conversion, I can't wait. And it turned out to be pretty trash, because actually converting stuff costs so unbelievably much. Like, if you wanted to get a bot, not only would it cost you like a couple, like, if you wanted to get 10,000 components, it would either cost you like 12,500 or it would cost you like 25,000. That's a lot of components just for one bot. Now that would have been okay, you know, that would have been like, if you're not going to ever use some random weapon and you just want to convert it and just kind of scrap all those components, okay, you know. But the silver price was unbelievable. I remember I converted a couple thousand of components to my Hellburner. I purchased I was trying to purchase a Hellburner, and so I just kind of got a couple thousand components together, and I converted them into Hellburner components. That cost me like not 20, I think it was 10, 15 million silver, just for a little bit of components. And I was like, wow. It was expensive. It truly was. So I think the silver price, not just like the conversion rate or whatever, I don't think that really needs to be changed. It's the silver price needs to be changed. Like, make it less silver, because that was an unbelievable amount of components that I had to pay. And then to have to pay an unbelievable amount of silver on top of that, that just tipped everything over the line. And now component conversion is a thing of the past. No one really uses it at all anymore. That's kind of sad. I felt like it was a very good feature in the game, and then suddenly they made it like so expensive. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys. Make sure no paying at all. These are my ideas, what I had on ways to make money, fix this game, whatever. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, guys. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye, guys.